Good evening and welcome to today's KHL matchup. We've got a great game for you today. We've got CSKA Moscow playing Dynamo Moscow in Game 1 of Western Conference semifinal action. I'm Mike Weber with the play-by-play. Here's a look at the lineups for tonight's match. Dynamo Moscow will be led in net by Alexander Yeryomenko. He's been excellent so far in the early goings of the playoffs. Starting lineup, the man to watch out for, Gorovikov at center, number 21, has been hot so far. There's head coach Oleg Narok. He is a Latvian by birth, but gained German citizenship after playing in the German league for several years. Here's the CSKA Moscow lineup. Starting in net will be Radislav Stana. The Slovakian's been on fire so far, with a 95.3% save percentage in the first round. The man to watch out for, number 47, Alexander Radulov. He has been on fire with 7 points in the first round, and he's on the right wing flanked by his brother Igor Radulov, and the Radulov brothers have been terrific together, finding great chemistry throughout the season. And if Dynamo Moscow wants to get through this round, they're going to have to shut down the Radulov brothers. So, looks like we're ready to drop the puck here at the CSKA Ice Palace. Leaning in on the draw, the puck comes loose, and it is in the neutral zone, and it'll be dumped in by CSKA. Now Dynamo bring the puck up the ice. Puck is brought in, there's a hit. And behind Radislav Stana goes the puck. Konkov delivering a hit but fell. And now it'll be CSKA bringing the puck up through the neutral ice. Dumped in by the Red Army. Into the corner it goes, Dynamo. Novak playing it up along the boards. Filip Novak with it now. Novak makes a move. Couldn't quite get by the defenseman. And now the puck will come loose. There is Radulov. Alexander Radulov takes a hit, still with the puck, leaves it for his defenseman, and CSKA will regroup now. Behind the net it goes, and Denis Denisov, a member of the World Championship winning team in 2012 from Russia. And now it is Dynamo Moscow bringing the puck up along the wing. Into the corner, Denisov plays it across to his defense partner. Puck is played up along the boards in the neutral zone. It goes Oleg Kavasha with it now. And Dynamo take control. Played cross ice there, unable to handle Yane Yalasvera's pass, and that'll be icing against Dynamo Moscow. There you see Sopin, Alexei Sopin, number 52 for Dynamo Moscow, was on fire in the first round. The youngster was called up from the farm team, and he lit it up in the first round. In Bratislava, a couple of goals he notched, and now it will be Dynamo Moscow on the attack. Sopin going wide, plays it back to the point. Nobody there. Puck squirts out into neutral ice. Played up along the boards. There's a hit. Kazyanchuk trying to get by his man. The lone Ukrainian in the lineup today. It's an international affair today. 9 countries represented on the 2 rosters of the 2 teams. Puck goes behind the net. There's a hit. Dynamo gain control. Now it'll be Mironov. Mironov with the puck. Mironov looking to break out up ice. His pass in the skates there of Kvapil. CSKA with control. CSKA, here's a shot. And it's deflected up out of play by Mironov. So Lubimov on the rush, trying to test Yeryomenko early, but great job by Mironov to deflect that up out of play. And there you get a look at Lubimov, a little unhappy to not be able to get that shot on target. Off the draw now, puck is played behind the net. Novak with it. Philippe Novak twisting and turning. Novak makes a dangerous pass in front. Novak very lucky to escape with that turnover. Puck is played ahead to Pestunov. Pestunov dumps it in. Behind the net it goes. There's a body check delivered by Mosalyov. And another hit. And now CSKA will bring the puck up the ice. Some open ice. There's a shot. Yeryomenko with the save. Puck comes up into neutral ice. And now CSKA with control. Ryasensky. Yevgeny Ryasensky with it now. Backhands it in right on goal. Yeryomenko leaves it for his defenseman. It will be Yane Yalisvera lugging the puck up the ice. Yalisvera dumps it in. Into the corner it goes. CSKA with control. Person plays it up along the wing. Into neutral ice it goes. Puck is dumped in. Dynamo back looking for the puck, and it is now Person on the attack. Person cycling the puck around with Radulov. Igor Radulov. One hand on the stick. Radulov takes a hit. Radulov twisting and turning. Radulov in the slot. Puck is loose, and Dynamo will get the puck out. Kazianchuk will dump it in, and Dynamo will switch up their lines. And some good pressure there by CSKA Moscow in the early going. Back with the puck now is Rylov. Yakov Rylov, defenseman of the month in the month of February for the KHL. Puck is brought in. There's a shot. And a nice save by Yeryomenko with the glove hand as Sergei Shirokov streaked in and took a nice wrist shot there. He had a cup of coffee in the NHL with the Vancouver Canucks, Shirokov did. He's also a member of the World Championship winning team, 2012 squad that won gold for Russia at the tournament held in Sweden and Finland. And off the draw, puck goes back into CSKA end. CSKA with it now, Denisov. Nice pass ahead through the neutral zone, dumped in by CSKA. Grigorenko back to the line. Poor pass, and that will go all the way down the ice. Back is Denisov. Denisov and Markov, the defense pairing out there for CSKA. Danny Markov, the former Toronto Maple Leaf. Markov plays it ahead. His pass off the mark, tipped away though, so icing's waved off, and it is Novak back with it. Novak plays it ahead. Svetov's pass was off the mark. Now it is CSKA bringing the puck in. There's a pass off the mark, and it will go into the corner. Spruce, the big Latvian on the puck, cycling it around. Puck comes back to line. Markov's shot wide of the net. Back to the line, kept in by CSKA. Into the corner it goes, cycling the puck around well. And now Dynamo with the takeaway. Kvapil with a dangerous pass. Novak with it now. Philippe Novak plays it across to his defense partner. And it will be Dynamo Moscow. That pass off the mark. Kvapil will give chase. He'll deliver a good hit there. And it will be CSKA bringing the puck up the ice. In through the neutral zone they go. Into the corner. Twisting and turning. There's a shot blocked. And now Dynamo dump the puck in. On the attack, the fourth line now for Dynamo. Dynamo behind the net. There's a cross check. CSKA lucky to get away without a penalty on that one. Battle for the puck now, and CSKA come out with it. CSKA bring the puck up through the neutral ice. Puck is brought in by Zubov. Zubov delivers a wrister to the net. Nobody there for a deflection. Into the corner goes Lyubimov, putting pressure on his man, and now he'll go off for a line change. Dynamo with the puck. Dynamo lugging it up the ice. Bad pass there by Solovyov. CSKA, Radulov, his back pass, nobody there. And Dynamo will take control through the neutral ice. Rylov is back. He swings it across to his defense partner. Now it is CSKA bringing the puck up on the left wing. There's a hit along the boards, and it'll be turned around now by Dynamo. Dynamo with possession, played up along the boards. Sergei Soin, and he just made an extra move at the line, and that'll be offside against Dynamo Moscow. So 0-0 here in the early stages of this matchup. Both teams well rested, sweeping their opponents in the first round. And that can either be a blessing or a curse, as you never know whether the teams are going to come out rusty or well rested. So far, though, there's been a good pace to the match, so the teams definitely have been well instructed by their coaches, and they've been kept fresh with lots of practices, that's for sure. Into the corner it goes now. Couple of number 52s on the puck, digging for it, and it'll be Shirokov tying it up against Mozelyov. Puck squirts loose, and CSKA with possession play it up along the sideboards. Puck is dumped in. Nice move by Shirokov, just lost the handle, and Novak will chip it up into neutral ice. Now it will be Dynamo. Konkav's shot steered aside. Now it's Oleg Kavasha, the former Florida Panther. He loses control, and Dynamo will regroup. Yalis Vera headmans the puck ahead. Puck is dumped in now, and Dynamo will give chase. Into the corner it goes. Behind the net, played up along the boards. Dynamo, Yalis Vera there to keep it in. Kvapil in the corner. Marek Kvapil gets the puck to Svetkov. Svetkov lost it. And it is big Yanis Brooks getting the puck out and relieving the pressure. Yalis Vera with it. Yalis Vera twisting and turning. Solovyov puts it up along the boards. CSKA. Markov plays it back to his defense partner. Markov goes off on a line change, and now Kondratiev will play it ahead, and he'll take a break on the bench. CSKA bring the puck up the ice. Lyubimov behind the net, tried to center it out in front. Puck comes up along the boards, in the corner, a battle for it. Lyubimov there. And now it'll be Dynamo bringing the puck out. Twisting and turning. Dynamo will regroup, and now it'll be Peskunov. Peskunov sidesteps his man. Pestunov gets the puck across to Mozelyov. Mozelyov, he takes a hit. And now Dynamo behind the net. Look down in front, there's a shot wide of the net. Soin puts it in behind the net. Soin puts it in for Knyazev. Knyazev takes a hit and loses control, and CSKA will ice it, but they will put it right on the goaltender Yeryomenko, and play will continue. A good pace to this match. 9 minutes and 30 seconds have gone by, and now it is CSKA getting the puck out into neutral ice. Dynamo turn back with it. Novak puts it cross ice, nobody there. Ryasensky back behind the net. Ryasensky plays it ahead. CSKA get over the red line and will dump it in. Into the corner it goes. Into the corner, CSKA Moscow with possession. CSKA Moscow cycling the puck around Radulov. Radulov, a magician with the puck. Radulov can't get anything going on this rush. Loses control. Now he's after it again. And it'll be Dynamo playing the puck around along the boards. Puck is kept in, played down low. CSKA, send it out in front, great chance. Radulov in front, a great chance, and Yeryomenko will pounce on it, and we'll get a whistle and a stoppage in play. So CSKA Moscow with some great pressure there, and guess who? It's the Radulov brothers. Great forechecking, cycling the puck around, and there you see the home crowd here at the CSKA Ice Palace. It's a capacity crowd of 5,600. Tickets were certainly hard to come by here in downtown Moscow. These two rivals have been putting up some excellent hockey in the early going so far. CSKA Moscow, the winners of the Tarasov division, playing the number 3rd seed in the Western Conference, Dynamo. Dynamo actually finished with more points in the regular season, but fell behind CSKA St. Petersburg, and that's why they're the 3rd seed here in the Western Conference. There you see a replay, the Radulov brothers along with Pearson out there, and things getting a little physical. Konkev giving a little face wash there, and the favor was returned, but both teams managed to escape without a penalty. Here's a breakaway, chance to score! Breakaway goal! And first blood is drawn by Dynamo, and it's the recent hero, Alexei Sopin, once again providing the heroics for Dynamo Moscow. This time breaking away on the breakaway, and he made no mistake going upstairs on Stana. So there you see Sopin, the goal scorer, races away. Shot is blocked. Nice pass by Kazianchuk, and he goes glove hand side, waits for Stana to go down, and that is a veteran move by a youngster, only 26 years old, just called up from the farm team, and he's been on fire for Dynamo so far. Now CSKA Moscow looking to try to get some momentum back. Dynamo Moscow has done a great job now of taking the crowd out of the game. The perfect way to start a match for a visiting team. Danny Markov plays it cross ice to his defense partner. CSKA dump the puck in on Yeryomenko. He steers it to the corner. Dynamo will get it out into the neutral ice. Spruks. And now it's back in Dynamo's end. Dynamo. With the puck is Gorokov, the assistant captain for Dynamo, and Kondratyev on the puck. Kondratyev eludes Kavapol's hit and plays it up along the boards. Mironov plays it behind the net. Novak ahead to Svetkov. Svetkov, he takes a hit and loses the puck. Svetkov takes a hit from behind, and now CSKA Moscow will regroup. Zubov circling left. Puck is played ahead, and CSKA Moscow bring the puck in. Zubov behind the net. Zubov with it still, cycling it around, looking for an open man. Takes a hit from Granek. Into the corner it goes. Puck up along the boards. Novak hits his man, and it'll be played up and out into the neutral zone. Ryasensky waiting for his team to make line changes. Igor Radulov turns left. Puck is played up now through neutral ice. CSKA Moscow looking to gain the line with possession. Instead, they dump it in and will get onside. Lots of time for Dynamo to regroup. Dynamo bring the puck up along the left wing. Sergei Soin. Soin gains the line. Nice pass! Here's a chance to score! 2-0 Dynamo! Konkov, the latest to score for Dynamo, and can you believe it? What a start for Dynamo Moscow on the road. 2 early goals against the best goaltender in the regular season, Radislav Stana. He's been excellent in the playoffs so far, but it is Dynamo Moscow. They have found an answer in the early going. There you see Soin with a beautiful pass. Konkev, top shelf, on the glove hand. Once again, a nice snipe there by the Dynamo forward. And Stana once again beaten glove hand, and it'll be interesting to see if this is a reoccurring story, if Dynamo looks like they've done their scouting and they think they can beat Stana on the glove hand side. Puck is played up along the boards. Dynamo get it out into neutral ice and dump it in. Stana to play the puck. He plays it to Denisov. Denisov ahead to Kavasha. Kavasha eludes a hit. Puck is turned over, and Dynamo will bring the puck back into their own end and regroup. Mironov. Mironov with the puck now. He'll wait for his teammates to make changes. He leaves it for Novak. And there you see Dynamo coach Oleg Zdarek must be happy with the way his men have started this match. Kvapil behind the net. Spruks plays it ahead. Davis into the neutral zone. Now to Svetkov. He loses it. Here's a chance. Davis bringing it in. The American. Davis eludes a hit. Patrick Davis, the former New Jersey Devil, on the offensive right now. And it will be Dynamo bringing the puck up through neutral ice. Played ahead there. And it is Svetkov with it. Svetkov. The nifty centerman twisting and turning. He gets it to Kvapil. Kvapil. His pass off the mark. And Spruks plays it up along the boards. Nobody there. And Kvapil will send it around along the boards. Mozelya makes a nice move with it. Nobody there to take his pass, though, and it'll be Davis playing it back. Sloppy pass, and CSKA dodge a bullet there, almost a takeaway, and the puck will be played ahead. Back is Dynamo. Playing the puck behind the net was Yelisvera. Pestunov plays it ahead. CSKA back to retrieve the puck. Morrison, Sean Morrison, the Canadian, plays it up along the boards, and it'll be Zubov. Zubov winds up. Nice save by Yeryomenko. Lyubimov on the forecheck. Lyubimov into the corner now. Gorakov digs it loose. Puck comes loose, and it is Sowin playing it ahead. Konkev turning with it now. He fires it towards the net. Had some traffic in front. Sowin with the puck out into neutral ice. He waits for his line mates to get onside. He turns back. Sergei Sowin backhands the puck in. And now CSKA Moscow will regroup. Played behind the net. CSKA Moscow trying to get back in this match. Only 4 minutes left in the first period, and it's been all Dynamo. Radulov. Nifty move between the legs, but can't get by his man. Dynamo bring the puck up the ice. Skating ahead is Kazanchuk. Kazanchuk leaves it for Novak. Kazanchuk to Novak. Out in front. And now it is Novak. Winding up. There's a shot deflected. CSKA Moscow with control. Puck comes up to the line. Kept in. Here's a shot. Oh, they score! Great goal. And it's 3-0. Gorovikov. He lights the lamp, and it's 3-0 now for Dynamo Moscow, and Stana looking rattled so far. Not the type of goaltending you would expect from the CSKA goalkeeper. And it will be interesting to see if Coach Butsayev keeps him in the match here. He's showing confidence in him so far. It looks like there may have been a deflection. Gorovikov, yes, his shot deflects off the CSKA defenseman's skate, so you really cannot blame Stana on that. And nonetheless, a clever move by Dynamo to just get some pucks on the net, and sure enough, the change is made. Proskuryakov will come into the match for CSKA. So, Dynamo must be pleased with this start. They've chased one of the best goaltenders in the Continental Hockey League, Radislav Stana, from the match before the end of the first period. CSKA Moscow looking to regroup. But Sayev's got to be hoping the squad can get a goal and get some momentum back before the end of the first period. Puck gets the line, there's a shot. Dynamo Moscow bring the puck up the ice. There's a shot, and a first save made by CSKA's new goaltender, Ilya Proskuryakov. And he'll be happy to get an easy save out of the way and get his feel back into this match. So a bit of a surprise here. Dynamo has thrown everything at CSKA in the early stages of this match. And for two teams that had finished the regular season in the Continental Hockey League very, very strong defensively, a bit of a surprise to see 3 goals in the first period so far. But all the credit goes to Dynamo Moscow, and Oleg Zanaruk, the coach, has to be pleased with how his men have come out here in the first period. They've come out with a lot of fire and a lot of speed, and it's been too much for CSKA Moscow in the early going. And a derby match here, cross-city rivals. Lots of Dynamo fans in the crowd today at the CSKA Ice Palace. And in to take the draw now will be Pestunov against Spruks. Spruks wins the draw. Yanis Spruks takes a hit. And Yanis Spruks digging for the puck with Kznaev. Kznaev. And the puck comes loose. Kznaev behind the net. CSKA Moscow bring it ahead. Puck is dumped in by Viktor Kozlov. Into the corner goes, centered out in front. Nobody there in the corner now. Markov delivers a hard hit. Puck comes out into neutral ice. Dynamo Moscow, beautiful move, but we have a whistle, and it looks like a man down, and it's Kirill Kznaev. And he got all tangled up with Danny Markov, and as you know, Danny Markov loves the rough stuff. Never one to not finish a hit. There you see him delivering his hit. And he really looks like he followed through on it, and Kznaev looks like his face caught the end of the glass there, and he's down with an injury. We'll see if he comes back into this match or not. A young player for Dynamo Moscow, Kznaev hasn't featured too much in the playoffs so far, so you know he'll want to be able to shake that injury off and get back out there. Puck is dumped in now. Zubov hits his man. Behind the net it goes. Zubov and Prokorin on the forecheck for CSKA Moscow. Dynamo bring the puck up the ice. Puck is turned over, and it'll be played in by Dynamo Moscow. Ryasensky brings the puck up the ice. Gets over the red line and dumps it in. Filip Novak. Novak takes a hit. Novak plays it up along the boards. And now it will be Konkev. Looks to make a little dangle there. Can't quite get by his man. And CSKA Moscow bring the puck up the ice. Prokorin twisting and turning. Puck squirts loose in neutral ice. Played ahead by Dynamo. CSKA with possession. There's a hit along the boards. And CSKA will turn back with it. Radulov out there. CSKA Moscow bring the puck up the ice. Puck is dumped in by Spruks. The Radulov brothers on the pucks. There's a shot by Denisov. Radulov. Alexander Radulov twisting and turning to Igor Radulov. Puck comes loose, and it'll be Sergei Sowin. Sergei Sowin gains the red line and dumps it in on net. Behind the net it goes. There's a hit, and Dynamo will change up their forwards. CSKA taking their time to get organized. CSKA brings the puck up the ice. The Red Army on the attack now. Kvapil takes his man out. Merrick Kvapil hooked down, and it looks like we're going to have the first penalty of today's match. So well done by Merrick Kvapil to keep his legs moving, and CSKA will head to the sin bin. Hooking call made by the referee, and it looks like it will be Grigorenko heading to the gate. He'll get 2 minutes or less, and you see he just gets a little bit lazy there, hooking his man, and not the type of penalty you want to take when you're down 3-0. And if Dynamo Moscow can get a goal here, that would really put them in good position heading into the first period. Intermission. Now Shirokov out on the penalty kill along with big Oleg Kavasha. Shirokov watches his man, and Dynamo Moscow have to turn back. Only 25 seconds remaining in the first period. They're going to have to get going quickly if they want to get something going before the end of the period. Now Solidov leaves it. Played ahead, lazy pass, but Kavapil picks it up. Kavapil, Solidov. Solidov plays it cross ice. Dynamo with 5 seconds left, a chance for a shot. Maybe Kavapil lost the handle, and that will do it for the first period of play. So after 20 minutes here at the CSKA Ice Palace, the visitors have been the dominant of the two squads here, taking a 3-0 lead, and they have got to be very pleased with that start to the matchup. So game one here of the Western Conference semifinals, and it's Dynamo Moscow taking a 3-0 lead, chasing goaltender Radislav Stana. And what a start for Dynamo. And it will be interesting to see what head coach Butsayev has to say to his men, and what he can get them to do in the second period, because they certainly looked flat in the early stages of this match. So CSKA will try and regroup, trailing 3-0 to Dynamo. Sergei Soyin, one of the heroes in the early going, with a nice pass to his line mate Konkov. And it's been all Dynamo in the early going. And that will do it for the first period. We'll be back with more second period action here from the CSKA Ice Palace. I'm Mike Weber. I'll be back with more of tonight's big KHL Western Conference match in just a few minutes. Welcome back to second period action here at the CSKA Ice Palace. It's been a great start for Dynamo Moscow, taking an early 3-goal lead here against the Red Army. So just to recap the scoring from the first period, Alexei Sopin picked up the first goal of this Western Conference semifinal on a breakaway goal. A nice pass was made by Konstantin Kazyanchuk, picking up the assist. The second goal for Dynamo Moscow was Sergei Konkov, picking up the marker, with Sergei Soyin picking up the lone assist. And Dynamo's third goal was a unassisted tally by Konstantin Gorovikov, and that has paced Dynamo Moscow to a 3-0 lead here against CSKA Moscow. So it will be interesting to see if normally home ice advantage is such an important aspect in playoff hockey, but throughout the regular season, CSKA Moscow was very mediocre, finishing in 13th out of the 26 teams in the league in points earned at home, with just 46 of their points coming in front of the home crowd. Meanwhile, on the road, Dynamo had the 5th best record. But anyway, let's take a look at the first period stats, and you can see shots on goal 6 apiece, face-offs 1 even as well. So it's been a rather evenly matched game, but Dynamo Moscow have certainly made the most of their opportunities and definitely had more scoring chances of the shots they did have. And don't forget, they'll start the second period on the power play, and they will be looking to add to their 3-goal lead. So Sergei Soyin takes the face-off, and it is Dynamo Moscow. Konkov, the early goal scorer, takes the hit and loses the puck. Chance for Dynamo to keep the puck in at the line. Played up along the boards, and now it'll be cycled behind the net to Soyin. Soyin back to the line. Nobody there, and it'll go all the way down the ice. Yeryomenko leaves it now, and it is a nice move there to sidestep a hit by Granik. Dynamo on the forecheck. Into the corner it goes. Puck bouncing around. It is Granik. Dominic Granik. The Slovakian takes a hit. Play back to the line. Here's a chance now from the hash marks. There's a shot. Great save by Proskuryakov, and he's been solid so far. He's been called into duty here to take over for Radoslav Stana, and he's made a couple of good saves in the early going. Let's take a look at the replay here. Some good puck movement, and Gorakov sneaking in from the line all the way up to the hash marks. Got a good wrister off there. On the half boards it goes. Played back to the line. Poor pass, and it'll send all the way down the ice. Solivov plays it around behind the net. Played up along the boards. Just 8 seconds remaining in the power play. Played up along the boards all the way down the ice, and that will do it for the Dynamo power play. So CSKA penalty killing has been solid so far. Now it is Shirokov. His shot steered aside, and the puck is sent all the way down the ice, and that'll be icing against Dynamo Moscow. So special teams can often play a major role in the playoffs, and in that department you have to give the advantage to CSKA. In the regular season, their power play was the 2nd best in the Continental Hockey League, operating at 24.6%, just about on par with SKA St. Petersburg for the league lead. Meanwhile, Dynamo Moscow was all the way down in 8th place, with their power play just clicking on 19% of the time. Certainly Dynamo Moscow does not have the high-end firepower that CSKA does with the Radulov brothers, and in the playoffs, it's been much of the same story. Once again, CSKA Moscow has been even better, operating at 27% on the power play, and Dynamo Moscow has struggled a bit only at 17%. Off the draw, puck is played in to the Dynamo end. Dynamo bring the puck out now. Puck through neutral ice. Played up along the boards and behind the net. Konkav delivers a hit. Denisov plays it back. And now CSKA Moscow will bring the puck up the ice. Spruce. Yanis Spruce sidesteps a hit. Centers it out in front. Nobody there for CSKA Moscow. Puck is played up along the boards by Granick. Dynamo Moscow with it. Sidestepping a hit. Barenko. And now it is played in to the corner. Dynamo Moscow on the attack. Barenko, the captain, circling behind the net. Barenko takes a hit from Kondratiev. Dynamo still with possession. Into the slot, a shot! Deflected wide, some nifty play by Konkev. Soyin sends it out in front, banging away, but nobody able to tap it in. Puck squirts out into neutral ice. Dynamo Moscow with good pressure. The defending Gagarin Cup champions here have been dominant in the early stages of this match with a 3-goal lead. Puck comes up and now it will be Radulov taking a hit. He turns the puck over and Dynamo play it ahead. Dynamo. Kvapil sidesteps his man. Kvapil in front, great chance! And another fine save by Ilya Proskuryakov. And we've seen that tonight. Kvapil has been a very shifty player, and he's created a number of opportunities for Dynamo Moscow. Let's take a look at this replay. He just dangles by his man, centers it out in front. Svetkov tries to go short side, but a great save by Proskuryakov going across the net there very quickly and shutting the door on Svetkov. Svetkov lost the draw. Behind the net it goes. Davis, former New Jersey Devil, plays it up along the boards, all the way down into Dynamo's end. Gorokov plays it up along the boards. CSKA Moscow with possession, circling behind the net, into the corner, centered out in front by Davis. His pass, nobody there, and now Dynamo relieve the pressure, sending it down the ice, but that will be icing against Dynamo Moscow. So around the league tonight, it's also the first match of the Western Conference semifinals between SKA St. Petersburg and Severstal Cherepovets. And in the second period there, SKA is out to a 2-1 lead. Viktor Tikhonov and Mikhail Varnikov scoring for SKA, while Nikita Alexiev has responded for Severstal. So we'll keep an eye on that matchup throughout the evening here. Back to the action. Dynamo Moscow play the puck behind the net into the corner. Puck will be played off by Gorokov. Gorokov with it. Gorokov dumps it in. Behind the net it goes. Puck is played ahead. And now it'll be Kondratiev. His shot steered aside. Lyubimov plays it back to Prokorin. His shot wide of the net. There's a shot steered aside. And into the corner, Dynamo play it up along the boards and they will get it out. Kondratiev sends it ahead to Prokorin. He couldn't handle the pass. Puck squirts loose back into CSKA Moscow's end. The Red Army playing the puck around the ice. Mozelyov, he takes a hit. Puck goes into the corner. Red Army get the puck out into neutral ice, and now Peskunov plays it back for his defenseman. Puck is brought up the ice by Granick. His weak wrister is saved by Proskuryakov, and get another whistle and a stoppage in play. So 3-0 Dynamo Moscow in the early stages. Here's a look at that replay. A little bit of a knuckleball by Granick, and Proskuryakov did well to get in front of that one. Out to take the draw for Dynamo is Gorovikov, the goal scorer. There's a hit by Sopin. Sopin, Kozyanchuk, and Kazyanchuk giving chase, and now it'll be CSKA Moscow with possession. CSKA Moscow dump it into the Dynamo end. Grigorenko with it. Grigorenko circling behind the net. Igor Grigorenko. Still with possession is CSKA Moscow, cycling the puck nicely. Here's a chance now for Kavasha. Oleg Kavasha coming out in front. Delayed penalty, and now we'll get the call, and it'll be another hooking call coming up, and CSKA Moscow will get their first chance on the power play. And you've got to think, for the Tarasov division winners, this is a real chance for them to get back in the match. Gorovikov, the goal scorer, will sit down in the sin bin for 2 minutes or less. And CSKA, with the amount of firepower they have, the Radulov brothers, Kavasha, Viktor Kozlov, several players there with NHL experience, can really try and get something going here and get back in this match. Persson will take the draw. He's flanked by the Radulov brothers. So the Swede will lean in now for this face-off. And he wins it. Played back to the line, but CSKA cannot keep the puck in. Ryasensky plays it ahead. Persson turning back into his own end. Persson with it now. Brings it up through neutral ice. Persson gains the line, chips it into the corner. Persson leaves it for Radulov. Now Alexander Radulov. Persson. His weak pass kept in at the line on a nice pinch there by Rylov. And the puck once again will squirt loose and out into neutral ice. Ryasensky leaves the puck for Rylov. Rylov plays it ahead. CSKA Moscow. Igor Radulov makes a move. Gives it to Rylov. Rylov, he'll quarterback this power play. Yakov Rylov looking, sends it to the half boards. Persson plays it down low for Radulov. Radulov. There's a shot, one-timer, steered aside by Yeryomenko. Into the corner it goes. Persson digging for it. Radulov there as well. Radulov with the puck. Radulov stick handling. Radulov, nice move. Radulov centers out in front. Here's the one-timer. Great save by Yeryomenko. Loose puck in front. And it's kicked to the corner. Rylov plays it back to the line. Persson. Persson plays it across to Ryasensky. To Radulov. He's so dangerous on these power plays. Radulov back to line. His pass, a little too much mustard on it. And it comes out into neutral ice. Radulov brings the puck in. Radulov. Radulov stick handling with it. Looking for the open man. Radulov centers it out in front. Great pass. Rylov unable to convert. And that will do it for the Dynamo penalty. So Dynamo kill off their first penalty of the match. And now CSKA Moscow with the puck. Back to even strength we go. CSKA Moscow play it ahead. Here's a chance. Puck is shot wide there by Shirokov. Shirokov delivers a hit, and now it is Dynamo on the attack. Dynamo down on the left wing. Dynamo play it down low. All alone. Lots of time. All kinds of time. Bad angle shot delivered. And Sean Morrison there to let Kavapil know he won't get a couple of bangs at that loose puck. So 3-0 here in the second period. It's been all Dynamo. And Oleg Zanarik, the former Latvian national team coach, he also coached the Soviet team. Also was coach of the year here in the Continental League for the 2009-2010 season. And once again, he's done a great job of making sure his men are ready. And despite the long layoff after sweeping their opponents in the first round, they have looked very fresh in the early stages of this match. They got by Slovan in 4 matches and really didn't have too much trouble there. And CSKA Moscow as well, also swept by Lev, the Prague-based team, in 4 games. Although they had a little more difficulty going to overtime in a couple of matches. Off the draw, CSKA Moscow with control. Denisov brings the puck in. Dumped along the boards. Into the corner comes loose. Kazanchuk. The big Ukrainian leaves it there for his line mate. Here's a shot by Sopin, and it's steered aside, and we get a whistle and a stoppage in play. So, the Gagarin Cup playoffs. Let's take another look at that replay. Bad angle shot by Kavapil. Morrison finishing off his hit. Here's another look at that chance for CSKA Moscow. Radulov, a couple of beautiful passes. Just his line mates unable to handle them. Off the draw now, it is Yalisvera. Yalisvera plays it to Soliev. He takes a hit. Yalisvera plays it ahead. Kazanchuk with it now, plays it back to line. There's a shot wide of the net. CSKA Moscow unable to clear the line. Now they'll get it out and give chase into the offensive zone. Zubov takes a hit. Puck is played up along the boards. Kept in at the line by Marchenko. Into the slot, there's a shot, turning and firing, but squeezes wide, and now it will be Denisov pinching to keep it in. Soyevov plays it up along the boards, and it'll go all the way out and down the ice, and we'll get another whistle and a stoppage in play. So the young lineup there by CSKA Moscow getting on the offensive there. Alexei Marchenko, just 21 years of age, one of the youngest players in this game today. And along with Ilya Zubov, also a couple of young stars of the future for CSKA Moscow. Puck is played up along the boards by Dynamo. Puck squirts loose into neutral ice. CSKA Moscow will regroup and will start out the attack. Puck is played ahead. Here is Radulov. Igor Radulov. Alexander Radulov with the puck now. Radulov. Radulov to Radulov. He takes a hit, loses the puck. Comes back to the line. Radulov with it. He takes a hit. One hand on the stick. The CSKA captain. Now it is Person battling for the puck. Comes back to line. There's a shot. Radulov looking for it. And Yeryomenko makes the save, and we get some rough stuff breaking out. Tempers flare, and Sergei Soyin's involved. And as of course, the Radulov brothers are right amongst the rough stuff. And the referee for tonight's matchup, we have Yuri Ron from Finland along with Konstantin Olenin. They are the officials calling tonight's match here in front of the sellout crowd at the CSKA Ice Palace, and Pearson is going to go to the gate. Nicholas Pearson, the Swede, will get 2 minutes there. And this will be Dynamo Moscow's second power play of the night. There you see, just a little too energetic after the whistle was Pearson. Giving a bit of a face wash to Soyin, and the referees will do that. They'll pick one of the players out in these scrums. Looks like at this time they're going to take both players. Sergei Soyin is going to get the gate as well for roughing. So we'll play 4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes. Lots of open ice. Don't forget, ice surface here in the Continental Hockey League at international ice size. So lots of open area for these skilled players to maneuver. Puck is played around behind the net. Dynamo. Filip Novak. Novak with it. He falls to his feet. Gets the puck out into neutral ice though. Denisov twisting and turning. Denisov plays it down low. Centered out in front. Nobody there. Puck is kept in at the line. Into the corner it goes. Granik brings the puck up. Novak dumps it in. Dynamo on the forecheck. Mozalyov took a couple swipes at his man. Novak along the boards, and Dynamo with possession. Out into neutral ice it goes. Puck is brought over the line, going wide on his man. Now is Svetkov. Svetkov twisting and turning, dumps it in behind the net, and CSKA Moscow will take control. Zubov
Zubov brings the puck up the ice, sidesteps a hit, there's a shot deflected wide. Mironov slow to get to that puck, and the net is off its moorings, and the puck will be coming outside the Dynamo end for this face-off. So there you see Yeryomenko. He's been solid in net so far for Dynamo. Replay of that, and Zubov, without question, knocks the net off its moorings, and as a result, the face-off will come outside the Dynamo end. So a capacity crowd for tonight's matchup. Oleg Znarik must be very happy with how his men have started this match. Kondratiev with the puck. Kondratiev brings the puck up the ice. His shot saved by Yeryomenko. Played up along the boards. Kondratiev, the former Toronto Maple Leafs draft pick. And now it will be Dynamo Moscow breaking away. Mironov, he lost control. And now there's a shot steered aside. CSKA Moscow bring the puck up. CSKA Moscow. Radulov leaves it there. There's a shot off the post. And now puck comes out into neutral ice. CSKA Moscow will make line changes. Radulov gets that pass just a little bit off the mark, and we are back to 5-on-5. Soyin comes out of the box and receives the pass. He plays it down low. Into the corner it goes. Kazanchuk on the forecheck. And now it'll be CSKA Moscow bringing the puck up down the right wing. Dumped in. Spruks takes a bad angle shot. And Gurivikov brings the puck up the ice. Dynamo Moscow dump it in. Into the corner it goes. Soyin there. He's been everywhere, it seems, tonight. Now it is CSKA Moscow bringing the puck up out into neutral ice. Davis makes a stab for it. Still puck bouncing around in neutral ice. It's dumped in by CSKA. Granik behind the net. Granik will lead the attack now for Dynamo. Granik up through neutral ice. Gets over the line. And now turning back with it is Konkev, one of the goal scorers in tonight's match. Filip Novak with it. Novak plays it ahead. And it goes in behind the net. Pestunov is there on the puck. Kanyaev, so he's back after taking a hit earlier in the game. And now we get a whistle and a stoppage in play as Kirill Kanyaev on the doorstep there. So good to see him back, returning to action. And it's been all Dynamo in the early stages of this match, taking a 3-goal lead. And the defending Gagarin Cup champions, the Blue Whites, finished second in the Bobrov division this year. And they're looking to repeat as champions. And they're looking solid in the early goings of this match. Just a recap of tonight's match. It's been all Dynamo. Konkev scoring along with Gorovikov and Alexei Sopin, who's been on fire so far. And he's looking to repeat the heroics of Mikhail Anisin, who in the playoff campaign last year for Dynamo was the playoff hero after coming over late season from Vitesse. And he's still tearing it up in the playoffs right now, although he has moved on to Severstal. Off the draw, CSKA Moscow win the face-off. Out into neutral ice it goes. Puck is played into the corner. Granik in a battle for the puck with Shirokov. Shirokov, member of the 2012 Russia World Championship gold medal winning team. Shirokov twisting and turning. He's got Kvasha out there with him. And Mazelyov ahead to Novak. Mazelyov plays it ahead, and now to be Pestunov dumping it into the corner. Mazelyov, he takes a hit from big Oleg Kvasha. Into the corner, Igor Radulov plays it up along the boards. Denisov will give chase. In neutral ice, Grigorenko lost the battle for the puck. And now it will be Kazanchuk. Kazanchuk takes a wrister. Save, there's a loose puck. Oh, great chance for Dynamo Moscow. But the net comes off its moorings, and a great chance there for Gorovikov to get his second of the night. A wrist shot by Kazanchuk, and there you see the goaltender spills the rebound, and Gorovikov is going to be wishing he could have that one back. A great defensive play there by Grigorenko. And you've got to think Proskuryakov is going to be thanking him after the match for keeping that puck out of the net and keeping this match at just 3-0. So a great defensive play there by Grigorenko. He is also a late season addition for CSKA Moscow. He came over from Ufa in a trade for Denis Parshin earlier in the season. And a couple of former Ufa players on the CSKA Moscow team. Sergei Gimeyev, although not dressed in tonight's lineup, was with Ufa for the 2011-2012 season. There you see Alexander Radulov finish second in scoring in the Continental Hockey League this year, behind just Sergei Mozyakin. So yes, Alexander Radulov had 68 points in only 43 games, racked up 22 goals and 46 assists, so nearly an assist a game for the playmaker. And he is a two-time scoring leader in the Continental Hockey League. Puck is played into the corner. Mironov plays it around behind the net. CSKA with it now behind the net. Out in front, backhander, loose puck in front, jamming away at it. And now Dynamo digging for the puck. Dynamo dodge a bullet there, a great chance. Babayenko did well to help his goaltender out there, and now the puck comes out into neutral ice. Rylov plays it ahead. Yakov Rylov has been dominant in the first round of the playoffs. And we have an offside call as Ryasensky made an extra move at the line, putting his line mate offside. There you see Butsayev. He can't be happy with how this match has started. There's the replay, a backhander, loose puck in front. Yeryomenko doesn't know where it is. And there we see Babenko right there to get the loose puck out of harm's way. Here's a chance now for Davis, the shot going wide. Spruks plays it into the corner. Now, Viktor Kozlov plays it back to the line. There's a shot. And Spruks loses control, and it'll be Petrozulik. He's been quiet tonight. Yalasvera plays it ahead. And now twisting and turning to Zvetkov. Zvetkov. And Petrulov tried to drag his leg, but it looks like he just went offside, and he's been dominant in the first round of the playoffs. Jacob Petruzelik coming over to Dynamo, late season addition. In 4 playoff games in the first round, he picked up 5 goals and 2 assists to place himself to 3rd place in scoring here in the playoffs, behind just Nigel Dawes and Petri Kontiola. Now back to the action behind the net it goes. Pestunov. Novak plays it up along the boards. Dynamo play the puck ahead. Puck is dumped in behind the net. Into the corner it goes. Lyubimov plays it up along the boards. Into neutral ice it goes. Now it will be CSKA with possession, twisting and turning. Puck gets up into neutral ice. Right in front of the Dynamo bench, it's kicked loose. CSKA with possession. CSKA Moscow play it ahead to Lyubimov. Lyubimov over the line, he takes a hit. Played ahead by Dynamo. Bit of choppy action so far here in the second period. Just 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Now it will be Shirikov, his shot wide of the net. and that will deflect up out of play, and we'll get another whistle and stoppage in play. There you see Sergei Shirokov. He is a former Vancouver Canuck. The 27-year-old there, you see Vladislav Tretiak watching tonight's match. The legend, the former Red Army goaltender. And now it will be Red Army back with the puck. Puck is played up along the boards, centered out in front. Puck comes loose and it'll be Mironov, Andrei Mironov. Turning back in his own zone, he pushes the puck ahead. Sopin plays it behind the net. Kazyanchuk out there with Sopin and Gorovikov. And now it'll be Kazanchuk. Kazanchuk going wide. There's a wrist shot. Kazanchuk still with the puck. He takes a hit. Babanko out there as well. Babanko on the forecheck. Puck is intercepted by Konkov. Puck is dumped in now by Soyin. Morrison back. He plays the puck ahead. And now CSKA Moscow. Igor Radulov takes a hit. Radulov losing that battle along the boards. And now CSKA will regroup. Just 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the second period. And CSKA Moscow have to get things going quickly if they want to get back in this match. Ryasensky plays it ahead. Radulov. This could be the man to do it. Alexander Radulov battling for the puck along the boards. Puck comes loose. CSKA Moscow. Ooh, a bad stick handle there. And the puck comes loose and we've got a whistle, and it looks like we may have a penalty coming up behind the play. Alexander Radulov has been quiet in tonight's matchup. Been dominant so far in the Continental Hockey League, but Dynamo have had the answer for him. There you see Sergei Soyin is going to get the gate. He will sit for 2 minutes or less, and this will be CSKA's second power play of the night. So Dynamo will go to the penalty kill now. And they will send out their top defensive forwards of Gorovikov to take the draw. He'll line up against Oleg Kavasha on this faceoff. Kavasha loses the draw. Dynamo, Novak plays it up along the boards, does not get out. Into the corner, Novak on the puck. Novak loses his stick. Puck comes back to the line. Denisov. Denisov fakes the shot. Now it steers wide, and it is Novak. There again, Novak. Dangerous pass out in front of his net, but Dynamo will kill some valuable seconds off the clock and send it all the way down the ice. Back is Denisov. Denisov bringing the puck up the ice. Denisov plays it ahead. Nice pass there. Granick into the corner. Plays it along the boards. And now it will be Gorokov taking the pass from Gorovikov. Gorokov blasts it in on net. Denisov will turn back. Just over a minute left in the Dynamo penalty. Markov plays it ahead. Person unable to gain the line. Rylov plays it ahead. CSKA will get organized. Rylov will get over the red line, plays it ahead. Puck is brought in by Radulov. Radulov shot. Radulov with a nice little deke. Radulov sends it on goal. Puck goes wide into the corner now. Rylov plays it down low. Back to Rylov. Rylov into the center of the ice. Ryasensky. Rylov the one-timer. Shot is blocked. Great job by Pestunov there to put his body in front of that puck. Comes back to the line. Pestunov once again intercepts the pass, and Dynamo getting some excellent penalty killing by Pestunov, and just 15 seconds remaining now in the second period of play. CSKA Moscow bring the puck over the ice. The penalty is over. Comes back to the line. Rylov gets a shot steered aside. Into the corner it goes. There's a hit as the buzzer sounds, and that will do it for the second period of play. So no scoring between the two teams, a couple of chances for each squad, but Dynamo Moscow will continue to lead this match 3-0 as we go to the second intermission here in Continental Hockey League Western Conference semifinal action. I'm Mike Weber. I'll be back with more of tonight's action in just a couple minutes. Stay with us.
Welcome back to third period action here at the CSKA Ice Palace. Western Conference semifinals of the Continental Hockey League between Dynamo Moscow and CSKA Moscow. And you knew it was going to be a good matchup as the two teams played pretty evenly during the regular season. Dynamo won the first match against CSKA 6-4 back in December 7th, but then CSKA responded with a 4-2 win at Dynamo on December 30th. So both times the away team won in those matches, and it's looking like that could hold true again tonight as Dynamo have raced out to a 3-goal lead. All 3 goals coming in a 6-minute span in the third period when Dynamo just threw everything but the kitchen sink at CSKA. And the big story in tonight's match, Radislav Stana, one of the top keepers in the regular season for CSKA Moscow, chased from his goal in the first period. There you see the stats, a rather evenly matched affair, 16 shots apiece. CSKA Moscow have been a little bit better from the face-off circle, and they have Oleg Kavasha to thank for that, who has won 6 of his 11 draws, while Yanis Brooks and Nikolai Prokorin have also been great in the circle, winning 4 of 6 face-offs they've taken. Looking at the ice time of the players in tonight's matchup, a couple of guys approaching the 14-15 minute barrier. Dominic Granic for Dynamo Moscow has been out there for 14.5 minutes, and Andrei Mironov, another defenseman, has logged 13 minutes, as has Ilya Gorokov. For CSKA, they've been relying heavily on Yakov Rylov. He's approached up to 14 minutes in ice time, while Alexander Radulov has been the forward with the most ice time, out there for 13 minutes. And of course, as CSKA have had 2 power plays, he's definitely got some extra ice time because of that, but he hasn't been able to find the back of the net. And right now, Yeryomenko has been solid. Off the draw now, it is CSKA coming out strong. CSKA looking to get back in this game. Here's a chance. Pearson with the shot is wide. Radulov. Alexander Radulov, one hand on the puck to Pearson. Nicholas Pearson taking a hit. Puck comes loose. Igor Radulov is there. Soyin plays it ahead. Now it is Pearson turning with it. Pearson back to the line. There's a shot deflection in front. Nicholas Pearson takes a hit. Good defensive play there by Novak. And now it will be Konkov gaining the line. His shot is blocked by Rylov. Konkov turning, sends it in behind the net of Proskurikov. Behind the net it goes. CSKA will get organized. Rylov with Ryasensky, the top defensive pairing for CSKA Moscow. Rylov, a gifted 2-way defenseman, dumps it in. Oleg Kavasha on the forecheck. Gorovikov lost the puck, and now it is played behind the net. Shirikov with it. Sergei Shirikov turning. Shirikov sends it to line. There's a shot wide of the net. And now to be played up by Soyevov. Soyevov can't clear the line. Centered out in front. Grigorenko! His shot doesn't get through. Another chance. Grigorenko fans on it. Grigorenko keeps it in. Back to the line. Played in wide. And now it will be Moselyev playing up along the boards. There's a drive wide of the net. CSKA on the attack. Centered out in front. Dynamo pick up the loose puck. And it'll be Sopin. Alexei Sopin dumps it in. And that will be a whistle and a stoppage in play. So we've had great goaltending from Alexander Yeryomenko tonight. During the regular season, he won 17 games with a save percentage of 93.1% and a goals against average of a sparkling 1.85. Yet Radislav Stana was even better, winning 18 games in the regular season, 93.4% save percentage, and an amazing 1.76 goals against average. But he certainly ran into trouble tonight. Can't fault him on all of them,
couple of odd man rushes and a deflection, but nonetheless he looked vulnerable on the glove hand side, and maybe that word got spread through the Dynamo locker room that go high glove hand side on Stana, because both odd man rushes, Dynamo certainly looked glove hand side and found the opening. Back to the action now along the board. Svetkov digging for it. Puck comes loose. Dynamo, Mironov. And now it'll be Kvapil being harassed by Zubov. Kvapil, bad angle shot. Zubov with it now. Zubov. Ilya Zubov gains some speed going through the neutral ice. Ilya Zubov goes wide, centered out in front. Kuznaev sends it ahead, and it'll be Mozalyev backhanding the puck ahead. Pestunov is there. Dmitry Pestunov giving chase. Puck played up along the boards by Marchenko. Marchenko with it. Marchenko under some forechecking by Mozalyev. He causes a giveaway. Marchenko with it. He loses the puck. He stumbles, plays it ahead, and Lyubimov plays it out into neutral ice. Mozalyev dumps it in, takes a hit, and will go off on a line change. Back is Denisov. Denisov, the veteran, will lead the attack now for CSKA. Denisov, twisting and turning, plays it ahead. Yalis Vera behind the net, plays it up along the boards, and the puck will squirt out into neutral ice all the way down into the CSKA end. Rezazensky behind the net. Rezazensky leaves it there. Puck is played ahead. Now it'll be Rezazensky. Rezazensky gaining the line. He takes a hit from Konkov. Puck is played up on along the boards by Solovyev. Solovyev will be called for icing, and the puck will go all the way down into the Dynamo end. So, Oleg Znarnik, Coach of the Year in the Continental Hockey League in the 2009-2010 season, led his team to the Gagarin Cup last year as Dynamo, with some heroics, coming back from a 3-1 deficit to Avangard to claim the Gagarin Cup, winning that championship in 7 games. And they're looking in good form in the early going of the 2013 campaign. Now it is Denisov playing the puck cross ice. Nobody there. Gorovikov plays it ahead to Konkov. Plays it ahead to Mazalyakin. Mazalyev with a shot. And another save there by Proskuryakov. There you see Alexei Sopin. He's been everywhere tonight, and he's been on fire in the early goings of these playoffs. Called up from the farm team, a couple of goals, and he really played an integral role in helping Dynamo get past Slovan. They won the first match 5-1, went to overtime in the second game 3-2. In game 4 in Bratislava, won 4-2, and then in the final game came out strong with a 3-goal lead before Slovan answered with 2 goals, but they hung on to win it and sweep Slovan, and Sopin definitely the hero of that, as Jacob Prechazulak also played an integral role in the sweep. Dynamo play the puck up along the boards. It is Kazyanchuk. Kazyanchuk tries to go wide, and the puck will be pounced on by Proskuryakov, and that will bring a whistle and a stoppage in play. So Proskuryakov has been solid since coming in to relieve Stana. On the face-off now, CSKA, this has been one area where they have dominated, as they've won 56% of face-offs, and that always bodes well late in a game when you need to win that defensive end face-off when you have the lead, or if you're on the attack in the offensive end, you need to get possession. So that's one bright sign for CSKA so far. Crowd really getting into it now. Novak brings the puck up the ice. Great pass to the trailer. Granick, his shot just goes wide. Chipped ahead now, but back is Novak. Novak Sends it all the way up the ice. Ryzazensky back for CSKA Moscow. Prokorin turns left. Zubov turns left as well. The puck goes to Zubov. Zubov dumps it in. Prokorin gives chase. Prokorin, the youngster, plays it behind the net. Now it'll be Mozalyev playing it up and out. Zyenev gets it out. Mozalyev dumps it in. Out to play the puck there is Prokuryakov. Now it will be Rylov bringing the puck out. Dumped in. Dynamo Moscow is back. Pestunov takes a hit. Yelizavera lost control of the puck. Zubov plays it back to the line. Denisov's shot goes wide. Prokorin muscles his way out in front. Prokorin! And I think the CSKA Moscow fans wanted a penalty there. Puck is dumped in by Dynamo. Denisov turning back. Kavasha will turn in front of him. Denisov brings the puck up the ice. Denisov plays it ahead. Mironov and Shirikov give chase. Puck goes into the corner. Puck comes loose now and is Grigorenko. Grigorenko cycling it behind the net. Gorokov plays it up along the boards, and it is now Mozalyev chipping it ahead. Can't get by his defenseman there. Now it'll be a shot. Fanning on it is Gorovikov. Gorovikov back into neutral ice it goes. Puck is dumped in. Proskuryakov leaves it for Denisov. Denisov. Denisov plays the puck ahead. Intercepted in the neutral ice by Konkov. Konkov with the wrist shot, deflected up high by Denisov. And we'll get another whistle and a stoppage in play. So there you see Konkov, and he's certainly been a force for Dynamo against Slovan. He scored a breakaway goal, and he did it again tonight. Konkov with another goal on a breakaway. He's been a speedster for this squad, and that has allowed them to use him on the penalty kill and really negate a lot of chances for CSKA Moscow. So a couple of players in tonight's squad from the World Championship gold medal winning team for Russia in 2012. CSKA Moscow was represented there by Denis Denisov, Sergei Shurov, as well as Evgeny Ryazensky, while Dynamo Moscow was represented by Denis Kokorev. There you see a replay of the last chance for Dynamo. A great job this Dynamo squad has done by having their defensemen join the rush. There you see some rough stuff has been breaking out in today's match between these two arch rivals. Puck is played ahead. CSKA Moscow dump it in. Played up along the boards by Konkov. And now CSKA Moscow will turn back. Igor Radulov. Radulov plays it back well. He turns. Puck is sent ahead. Looks like there is a tip, and so no icing, of course. Novak turns the puck over. Radulov, he's tripped by Novak, and we're going to get a penalty. And let's see, Radulov is favoring his knee. No intention by Filip Novak, but looks like he just caught him with a trip or a knee. And CSKA Moscow will go on the power play for the third time in tonight's match. So a great chance for the Army men to get back in this match. Here you see the replay. Yes, definitely a trip by Novak. And it's been an up and down season for CSKA Moscow. Coach Valery Bragin was unexpectedly fired earlier in the season, but filling in was Vyacheslav Butsayev. And under his leadership, CSKA Moscow went on a run of 13 wins from 18. Ensuring a strong finish to the season, winning the Tarasov division and getting the second seed in the Western Conference behind SKA St. Petersburg, who of course won the Bobrov division. They're in a tight matchup as well tonight 4-4 with Severstol. To the power play now, Grigorenko plays it down low. Grigorenko at the side of the net. Bad pass, and that scoots out into neutral ice. Danny Markov, the former Toronto Maple Leaf and Phoenix Coyote, started the season at Vitesse, and it looks like he steps offside, and we'll get a whistle outside the Dynamo end. So 3-0 Dynamo leads. CSKA having a good season after struggling last season, and owned by Rosneft. Certainly a lot of cash was injected. They went out and got the Radulov brothers, GM Sergei Fedorov, the legend, who of course had so many great seasons in the NHL for the Detroit Red Wings, and is CSKA alumni himself. Now CSKA, Moscow, bring the puck in. Radulov turning. He lost his feet, and now it will be Dynamo bringing the puck out. Dynamo. Sergei Soyin turning with it. Sergei Soyin. He takes a hit from Radulov. All tangled up there. Soyin centers it out in front. Almost a chance for Babarenko. But the puck comes loose for CSKA. CSKA bring the puck up the ice. Ryasensky dumps it in. Behind the net it goes. Dynamo play it up along the boards and out. Only 38 seconds remaining in the power play. CSKA Moscow, Relov. He's been a tower of power on the defense line for CSKA. Unable to do much tonight, though, as Yeryomenko has been solid in net for Dynamo. Dynamo's Yalis Vera will send it all the way down the ice, and CSKA will regroup. CSKA turn back. Marchenko dumps it in. Into the corner goes Soyev. He lost the battle for the puck. Back to the line. Marchenko. Great pass. But Lubomov unable to capitalize on that great pass. Prokorin battling for it. That will do it for the Dynamo penalty, and we're back to full strength. So Dynamo kill off their third penalty of tonight's match. And that's some excellent defensive play from the Moscow side. The two cross-city rivals facing off in a spirited affair in today's match. 3-0 Dynamo. Just over 9 minutes left in the game. Puck comes back into Dynamo's end. Mironov plays it along the boards at Gorokov. Gorokov plays it up along the boards, and that will get out into neutral ice. Pestunov is there. Kinzyaev with a wrist shot. Kinzyaev still with it behind the net. Into the corner it goes. Muzalyev eludes a hit. Muzalyev still battling for it. And now it will be Ilya Zubov. Puck comes loose, kept in at the line by Gorokov. Behind the net it goes, played up along the boards. All the way down into the Dynamo end, and that will be icing against CSKA Moscow. There you see Davis, Patrick Davis, the American. Had a couple of games in the NHL with the New Jersey Devils. The 26-year-old is actually leading the Continental Hockey League in penalty minutes. Not a tough guy but picked up a match penalty in the series against Lev. Zubov, the youngster, plays it up along the boards. Davis with it. Davis. Patrick Davis twisting and turning. Davis plays it behind the net, gives it away to Gorovikov. He puts it up along the glass, and it looks like there's a deflection, so no delay of game penalty coming up. So Gorovikov has been a difference maker in tonight's matchup with a goal. He's a former SKA St. Petersburg player, spent the 2009-2010 season there before coming over to Dynamo, and he has found a home and played an integral part for this squad. Puck is played behind the net. Out in front, Kavasha unable to get the handle. Sopin, Alexei Sopin. Now it will be CSKA Moscow bringing the puck up the ice. Markov dumps it in. Into the corner, played around behind the net along the boards. Konkov battling for the puck. And now it will be Konkov takes a hit. Dynamo, Novak plays it across to his defense partner, Granik. Konkov brings the puck up the ice, down the right wing. He's tripped, loses his footing, but plays it in down low. Babenko delivers a hit. CSKA, that pass intercepted by Babenko. Babenko leaves the puck there along the boards as his line mates change. Radulov plays it ahead. And now it'll be Persson leaving it for Rylov. Rylov dumps it in. Kvapil, Marek Kvapil from the Czech Republic. He sends it ahead. Nobody there for that pass, and that'll be icing against Dynamo Moscow. So there you see Marek Kvapil. 9 nationalities represented in today's match as the Continental Hockey League certainly is spreading throughout Europe. New teams planned, and Russian, Slovakian, Czech Republic, Ukraine, as well as Canada and the US. Latvia as well having a player in tonight's match, so it certainly has an international flavor to this matchup. Prokorin with the puck now. Prokorin plays it out in front, bouncing puck. High stick made contact, and we're going to get a whistle and a stoppage in play. Lyubimov arguing with that call, and there you see our referees for tonight's matchup. Jiri Ron from Finland and Konstantin Olenin. I have to say they've done an excellent job. No real questionable calls, and they've let the two teams play, and that's the way it should be here in the Gagarin Cup playoffs. Referees certainly have not decided the match. It's been decided by the players, and that's always what you want to see in a playoff hockey match. Kondratiev, former New York Ranger, drafted by the Toronto Maple Leafs, plays it around behind his net. Puck comes out into neutral ice. Now it is CSKA Moscow. Lyubimov, oh, beautiful hip check. And things getting a little physical here at the CSKA Ice Palace. Kondratiev leaves it for Zubov. Zubov plays it into the middle of the ice. Prokorin, he breaks his stick. Now it is Kvapil dropping it in. Kvapil gives chase behind the net. Delivers a hit. Takes his man down, and now Marchenko plays it ahead. CSKA Moscow splitting the D. Here's a chance. Loose puck in front. And it'll be Konkov playing it ahead. 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. CSKA Moscow have to get going soon if they're going to mount a comeback. Radulov takes a hit. Soyin has done an excellent job defensively. Now it is CSKA Moscow. Radulov, one hand on the stick. So skilled, Alexander Radulov. Puck comes up along the blue line, and it comes out. Konkov, a 2-on-1. Konkov delivers the pass. There's a chance! And a great chance for Dynamo Moscow. Soyin there at Proskuryakov at his mercy. He slid across, stacking the pads. All he had to do was roof it, but he fanned on it. And let's take another look at this. Great patience by Konkov, and he gets the puck over, and you can definitely bet that Soyin would like to have that one back. There he is, shaking his head in disbelief. He missed a chance to really put the nail in the coffin for Dynamo. CSKA Moscow with it now. Shirakov dumps it in. Into the corner it goes. Kavasha, the big Florida Panther, former Florida Panther, had his best years in the NHL with the New York Islanders. Now CSKA Moscow unable to handle that, and it comes out into neutral ice. Played back. Losing his footing there is Danny Markov, but he recovers and plays it ahead. Neutral ice it goes. Kondratiev turning. Back to Markov. Markov across. And now it will be Viktor Kozlov. He loses control of the puck. Puck is dumped in by Sopin. Sopin on the forecheck. CSKA Moscow. Spruks will bring it up the ice. Yanis Spruks, the big Latvian, dumps it in behind the net. Into the corner it goes. Kazanchuk gets it ahead to Gorovikov. He loses the puck but regains it there. And now CSKA Moscow will change up their lines as Dynamo also make a change. 3 minutes and 35 seconds remaining. Dynamo Moscow playing a textbook defensive match in today's game so far. And it looks like we have a hand pass and a stoppage in play. There you see the youngster Roman Lubimov, just 21 years of age. You can imagine CSKA has big hopes for him. He's on the wrong end of a great hip check by Andrei Mironov. And he looks to have shaken it off, but a great hip check. How do you do, Mironov says to his man there. Zubov brings the puck in. Zubov turns it over. Svetkov digging for the puck. Svetkov slings the puck across to the right wing. Dynamo happy to just dump the puck in on Prosperyakov, and he'll hold on for a whistle. And a offensive zone face-off for Dynamo, and that's exactly the type of play that Dynamo wants to keep going in this matchup. There you see the Dynamo faithful. They've been loud in tonight's match, and they've had lots to cheer about. The visitors certainly took the home crowd out of the match. 3 early goals in a 6-minute span in the first period, and it's been pretty even hockey ever since. Radulov lost control of the puck. There's a shot. CSKA Moscow with possession. Rylov stick handling it ahead. Puck is brought in, back to the line. Person plays across ice. Here's a shot. Great loose puck in front. And we get a whistle and a stoppage in play somehow. Yeryomenko covers it up, and you really have to tip your hat to him tonight. He has been dominant. He's done a great job of making sure. Look at that traffic in front. Radulov is there, and he hangs on for a whistle. Top marks to the Dynamo defense. They've done a great job of letting their goaltender see the puck. Kavasha will be out there for this offensive zone faceoff. Off the draw, CSKA play the puck behind the net, into the corner it goes. Played up along the boards, Dynamo. Zyaev gets it ahead to Pestinov. He dumps it in. Mozalyov on the forecheck. Played up along the boards there. Sean Morrison, the former Washington Capital, brings the puck up the ice. Grigorenko with it. He dumps it in on goal. And Yeryomenko will hang on for a whistle. Temper's starting to flare, and we have some rough stuff breaking out. Kavasha's there. He's tangled up with Yelis Vera. Shirikov trying to light a fire under his teammates now. And we'll see if we'll get any penalties coming out of this little skirmish to the side of Yeryomenko, because Naev is involved in it as well. And we are going to get a penalty for roughing made by the referee in tonight's matchup. Going to the box is Mozalyov. And there you can see he gives a bit of, he takes a shot from Shirikov, and retaliates. And often it'll be the player that retaliates that gets the penalty. And he certainly just showed a little too much enthusiasm there with that face wash. Going to the gate as well is Sergei Shirokov. So 4-on-4 hockey for 2 minutes, and exactly 2 minutes left in the third period as well. So lots of open ice. And Dynamo happy to just kill seconds off the clock here. Mironov not wasting any time moving the puck. Puck comes loose, and now it is CSKA Moscow playing the puck ahead. Prokorin turning back. Prokorin, he turns the puck over, and now it is Dynamo on the attack. Gorovikov, his shot deflects up into the corner. Kazyanchuk. And now it's Kondratiev playing it behind the net. Zubov turning with it. Zubov all on his own. Zubov. And now Radulov. Nice dangle. Can't quite get by the last man though. Along the boards it goes. Puck is played across by Rylov into Radulov. Radulov twisting and turning. Weak backhander steered aside by Yeryomenko. Radulov trying to will his team here to a goal. Dynamo Moscow playing excellent defensive hockey. Granik plays it ahead to Novak. Novak gains the line. Novak looks like he just made an extra move at the line, and that'll be offside. There you see the captain, CSKA Moscow, Alexander Radulov. 68 points in the regular season. So CSKA Moscow, a team with such a storied franchise. Vladislav Tretiak, Vyacheslav Fedisov, Igor Larionov, Alexander Mogilny, Pavel Bure, Sergei Fedorov, all some of the alumni that have come out of this great hockey program for the Red Army. Kavasha on the attack now for the Red Army. Kavasha digs the puck loose. Petruzalek plays it behind the net. Yelizvera plays it across to Yelizvera, picks up the puck again. He plays it ahead, and now it'll be Svetkov making a move. Svetkov dumps it in before taking a hit from behind. That's gonna be a penalty with just 3 seconds remaining. Things getting a little bit nasty here between the two teams. Kondratiev with a hit from behind. He'll get the gate, but this match, you can chalk up a win. Game 1 will go to Dynamo Moscow with a convincing 3-goal victory. Just 4 seconds remaining. And in other KHL action, SKA St. Petersburg and Sylvester are in the third period as well, and it looks like SKA St. Petersburg on a goal by Viktor Tikhonov have just taken the lead and now are up 5-4 against Severstal. So CSKA Moscow, Sergei Shirokov certainly unhappy about that call. And the faceoff is won by Dynamo. That will do it. Game 1 of the Western Conference semifinals goes into the book of victory for Dynamo Moscow. Oleg Zarnuk has got to be pleased with how Dynamo has come out strong on the road. They chased Radislav Slanov